You've got half hour left.
24-year-old Christopher impressed the judges in the first round, but his inexperience showed in the professional kitchen. Now will his own 2 dishes prove he's got what it takes?
I'm keeping it simple again today. I think that idea paid off yesterday. I'm doing grilled sea bass on crushed new potatoes with the chorizo sausage. And for pudding, I'm doing summer pudding.
Do you have a big enough repertoire if we would take you further in the competition?
I think I've got some good dishes up my sleeve, definitely. You know, the comments that I had yesterday from you guys kind of spurred me on to think, yeah, I can get through to the final and win it.
You seem to be growing in confidence with every stir of the pan. Well done, Chris.
Cheers, guys.
If you get those flavours and those textures absolutely right, that's the sort of food I go out and buy.
You've only got 5 minutes. 5 minutes left, please. You've got 30 seconds, Duncan. So you're going to have to just, whatever you got, you're going to have to put it on the plate. Go. Go. Plate it. Plate it, plate it, plate it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Time's up. That's it. That's it. Finished. Finished. You've got salty mussels from the sea, and you've got that sweet fish. The crunch of samphire would have just been stunning. Duncan, I don't think there's any doubting your cooking ability. I think we need to go and buy your watch. I know you're missing bits and pieces, but you know what? It's not that bad. Move on to our veal. Lovely, creamy, soft mash. Nicely cooked veal. That's it. Of course, there should have been so much more. Your veal and scallops cooked nicely. You got a sauce which is not reduced. Good concept, bad follow-through.
Really disappointed. And I think if you give me another chance, I think you'll see what should have been there on the plates.
Christopher's first dish is sea bass on chorizo and potatoes with a tomato, herb and olive salsa, followed by a classic summer fruit pudding with blackberry coulis and lime creme fraiche.
I love the intensity of those really sweet tomatoes with the basil, and then right at the last minute, I'm still left with that beautiful, rich, perfectly cooked piece of sea bass. This is good-looking, well-composed, thought-about food. That is food that people will buy and happily eat. I think you have an exceptional palate. Finish with the fish. Pudding. You start with the intense blackberry, but then suddenly you get this wonderful fresh ping of tropical flavour from that lime rind that sits on top of the cream. It's simply delicious. Naturally sweet, natural juice, big pile of summer goodness, and I'll quite happily stick my face in it. But hunger for this competition, do you have it?
Yeah, absolutely. I am hungry for the competition, but the more and more that I've done over the last couple of days, then hopefully that'll build my confidence.
Determined mum of 4 Denise is pulling out all the stops with an ambitious 3-course menu.
Tell me what your 3 courses are, please.
Griddled prawns with salsa, and my main will be pork with cidered lentils and mustard mash, and for my dessert that'll be lime and coconut cheesecake with a rum cream.
Is a number of crowd pleasers going on here, do you think?
I sincerely hope so. I mean, I wanted to kind of give you guys a snapshot of some of the things that I can actually do.
Besides being a mother of 4, you have a full-time job. How are you going to cope? How are you going to fit this in if you go through the next round?
I'll fit in whatever you want to fit in. I've had to study while having children and working full-time. There's an awful lot of things that I've had to manage to do in my life, and so long as I've actually got the dedication and the commitment, nothing is unachievable as far as I'm concerned.
Denise has to deliver flavour today. Prawns and salsa, the salsa's got to have a punch.
And we've then got a rum and lime cheesecake. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a load of boxes lined up here and she's ticking every one. I think I'm going to go out of here a stone heavier.
Can she make up for lost ground with her main of pork, cider lentils, mustard mash and apple sauce?
That has flavour. The pork is delicious, well seasoned. Lentils are earthy and rich, but still sweet with the cider. Beautifully made mashed potato. I do like it.
Sweet apple going into wonderful soft pork. What you have cooked is stunningly good.
Will Denise's lime and coconut cheesecake with rum cream tip the balance in her favour?
I like the flavours. That lovely coconut. The cream cheese in there is very, very sweet. We asked for one thing, and that was flavour. And I think you've delivered it today.
Thank you very much.
Oh, God. Cleansing lime, going into deeper coconut, going into a hint of rum. That is the taste of the Caribbean in a cheesecake. Those flavour combinations are simply superb. You've done yourself proud today, haven't you?
I'm sure that both of you guys have done things by where you've thought, that's perfect. I want to look at things and think that's perfect as well.
Working with guys who are Michelin stars, I'm really really start at the bottom and see whether I can achieve that goal.
How good is this food today going to be?
I'm not saying it's Michelin star, but it should be good enough to put me through, that's for sure.
Research scientist Louise believes she has a culinary advantage.
Having an interest in science makes me interested in all the scientific aspects of food, and ultimately, if you understand the food, you can make it taste a lot better.
All those years of study and what you've always dreamed about is being a cook, is that right?
It's all one and the same thing. Cooking is creating something and serving it to people to give them joy.
Yeah.
Science is creating something and helping people.
You've only got 20 minutes left.
43-year-old Pam hopes today will take her one step closer to her dream of owning a restaurant in the Yorkshire Dales.
The time seems right. My daughter's 14 now, so I feel I have a lot more time to be able to do what I'd like to do, and this really is a passion for me.
If you were to have your own restaurant and it was, called Cafe Pam, what style of food would we have in there?
I guess I'm a traditional cook English food, cook what I know how to cook.
Robust, big, or refined and beautiful?
Both.
Will Stephen's obsession with food be reflected in his pan-fried mackerel, peas, potatoes and beans with a citrus dressing?
I think you have a very good dish here.
Right.
I think you've seasoned well.
Yeah.
I think your choice of ingredients is absolutely right. Not bad, Stephen.
I love the flavour of your rich, wonderful, oily mackerel against the sweet peas and the crunch of those beans. Now, young man, Michelin star you aim for. Peel your potatoes, will you?
British food lover Pam has cooked rhubarb upside-down cake with vanilla cream and a rhubarb compote.
Stone the crows. I don't think I've tasted anything that good in such an early round for a very, very, very long time. Your sponge is delightfully light. Your cream is packed full of vanilla. I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
Great flavours in equal amounts. The heat and the warmth, that lovely bit of ginger at the back. Yeah, it's very, very good indeed.
Glad you like it.
5 minutes left.
Two minutes left, guys. On those plates, please. That is it.
Anna winner is pinning her hopes of a quarter-final place on 2 British classics. Roast pork with stuffing, crackling, apple puree and cider gravy, followed by sticky toffee pudding with pecan toffee sauce and cream.
Your pork is cooked to perfection. There is real nice seasoning and sage coming through from your stuffing. Absolutely lovely. The apple sauce and the cider vinegar together is making it slightly acidic.
Beautifully cooked, well-seasoned, soft fillet of pork, sitting on top of a wonderfully flavoured sage stuffing. I like that a lot. I just applaud you. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's bring in the pudding. This is a thing of rare beauty. That's great. That is just wonderful. It is rich with toffee flavour. It's about as perfect as a sticky pudding gets.
Thank you.
It's lovely.
Sweetness and spice and soft sponge and sugar and caramel. Oh yeah, it's very, very good indeed.
Are you feeling confident now?
I'm feeling happy. Today was just phenomenal. It really was. I was like absolutely loving it. It was electric.
You're halfway.
Sweet-toothed Cheryl sailed through the invention test but struggled in the pro kitchen. She now needs to deliver when it really counts.
What 2 dishes are you cooking?
I'm doing pan-fried pollock on a bed of wilted spinach with a watercress and lime sauce and sauté potatoes. And then for pudding, I'm doing a ginger, chocolate and creme fraiche mousse with honeycomb tuile.
Is the lime, the addition of that lime, because of your heritage?
Yes, partly, because I feel that it just gives it a sort of a slightly different twist.
What do you think is the most difficult part of your 2 courses today?
Just getting the timing right, because, you know, making sure that everything's ready on time, particularly with the main course.
And you're confident?
Yes, confident.
Wait to get into her chocolate and ginger mousse with the honeycomb tuile.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. Lots of skill going into it.
You have 5 minutes left.
Step away from the bench, please.
Home-cook Kim is serving spring lamb with potatoes and a vegetable medley, followed by raspberry and passion fruit cheesecake.
That lamb is cooked beautifully and it's full of flavour, and I get traces of mint coming off of the rub around the outside, which is absolutely heavenly.
I think there are a couple of too many ingredients. I think the asparagus is just too much, and I don't think it needs a tomato. I really, 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 really like that dish.
Thank you. Lamb out, cheesecake in. It goes wah up there with the raspberries, it goes down there with the sweet passion fruit. It's lovely.
The flavours your cheesecake deliver are absolutely right. Ginger biscuits underneath, the soft, sweet cream. It is really lovely.
As with all my cooking, things are simple, but they're tasty.
Pudding lover Cheryl has cooked pollock with a watercress and lime sauce and potatoes, followed by a chocolate, ginger and creme fraiche mousse with honeycomb tuile.
Your fish is cooked beautifully. Your potatoes can do with a little bit more salt and pepper on them. The watercress flavour has not come through as well as it could have. I really want to like it. It's not a great dish, Cheryl.
No.
Sorry to say.
Disappointed.
The fish is cooked very, very nicely. The potatoes are a little bit hard in the middle. I'm absolutely convinced that you are a much, much better cook than this.
Let's move on to your dessert. The overall flavour is like the most delicious chocolate bar you've ever eaten in your life. It is beautiful.
I am quite taken aback. It's quite sensational. It just flies away inside your mouth. I mean, you are a real talent.
Thank you.
And this is what you love to do, Cheryl. You don't ever lose that love, because that is just beautiful.
Thank you.